right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm so excited to welcome you guys to week 3 of Becoming. Who is enjoying this series? Is anybody enjoying the series? You guys are enjoying this. Like I'm enjoying it, okay? I'm enjoying it. So hopefully you guys are implementing. This is not just to teach y'all some stuff. It is for you to actually implement. Y'all, implement it. Like, you got to take baby steps. Just start doing all the things and it'll all come together. I promise it'll all come together. So week 3, last week we talked about who are you? So it's more so about you, because when you understand who you are, you can market to other people. But we started talking about who is your audience. So we're going to kind of revisit that, and then we're going to take that to the next level. So who is your audience? Knowing your audience. So drop in the comments the name of your person again. What's the name of your person? Anybody know? Yes, y'all should know exactly who your person is. Drop the name of your person in the comments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. You can go back to week 2 after this and create your person. All right, drop your person. And I'm gonna wreck this up today. Like, we about to take it up to the next level when it comes to this. And I get it. You're like, well, Rachel, I want to reach the world. You can reach the world, but you need to be able to hone in on your target. It's not target audience. It's more so like your target person. Okay. There's a difference between your target audience and your target person. All right. I'm gonna say that again. There's a difference between your target audience and your target person. And I want you guys to be so clear on your target person. I think we'll start out with something fun, okay? Because I think that y'all will find this fun. I could be wrong. But I think we're going to start off with our anti-person. Okay? I'm going to have y'all write it down. Y'all don't have to write in the comments, because I need y'all to be clear on this. If you want to share a few in the comments, that's fine. Okay? Who is your anti-person? It's like, Rachel, why do I need to know my anti-person? Because it's good to know what you don't want. Can anybody on here tell me what kind of man you don't want? Yep. You can, we can all do that, right? We can all do the type of friends you don't want, right? You're very clear. And when I say you're very clear, you can know your non-negotiables to know who it is that you will not do business with, or who you're not looking to do business with. So I want you to write down who you're not marketing to. Now, here's the thing. Let's not make this ratchet. It's not about, well, if she, I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, you got insert what you feel right there. It's more so, are you, like, let me use myself for example. Like, I am not marketing to a millionaire. That's not my target audience. Now, if a millionaire would like to join me, they sure can join me. But I am not marketing to a millionaire. I am not marketing to someone who is fully established, meaning like somebody who kind of has a life like mine. Isn't that crazy? You're like, Rachel, what do you mean? Like, that's who you are. It's where your life is. I'm not marketing to that person. That's not my person. Rachel is not married. I'm not marketing to married women, even though I'm married. Now, do I sign married people? Yes, I will sign married people, but I am not marketing to married women. So who do you not want? Like, who are you not marketing? Who is not your person? Let's say that. Who is not your person? Write that down. I want you to write down at least 5 things. I'm not marketing to people who don't have an education. Now, do I sign people who don't have an education? Yes, like, that's not what this means. And I hope you guys will realize, as you get more into this branding and becoming who you are and becoming the business owner that you desire to be, that you will, the more clarity you have in terms of who you desire to be in business and who you want to do business with, that will help you with how you market, so that you're not all over the place and don't feel all over the place. But that does not mean that others won't gravitate towards you. Do y'all get what I'm saying? They will still gravitate towards you. That does not mean you can't do business with anybody, but you need to be clear on who your business is for. So write down 5 things. I know that might be, is anybody struggling? To be honest, are you struggling? Because maybe we can help each other out. I think it's the same thing as when you created your person. Age, like, is there an age group that you're not necessarily marketing to? Is there an age group? Is there a financial status that you're not necessarily marketing to? Is there education, relationship? That's 4 right there. Is it, I don't know, not looking for serial entrepreneurs, or maybe you are. So go ahead and write down those 5. So is it somebody who has an education? Is it somebody who's a dropout? Or do you not want people who dropped out? Like, you're not, and it's not that you don't want them. You're just not marketing to that person. It's not your person. You're not saying that you won't help that person, because we'll help everybody, right? But you're not specifically looking for that person. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let's move on past that, because I'm not even going to open the door for that. Woo! So know who you're not looking for. And when you know who you're not looking for, it makes it more clear in terms of who you are looking for. Any questions about that? Just be honest, because I want to make sure that I'm clear. No. All right, cool. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going back to your person. You know her by name. You know him by name. I will tell you guys this. You can have more than one person, but right now we're going to focus on one person. You can. So I'm going to tell you, eventually you'll be like, but Rachel, this person is just really pulling on me. I get it. Because as you go into different aspects of your life, you may have different people. So like, for example, when I think about this business, I think about a specific person. When I think about the products, I may think about a specific person. Now, just in general, Rachel touches both sides. Rachel touches both the business, and she touches on the business side of it. But your person may not. Your person may just be the business, opposed to the business and the products. So give me one second. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to lick my lips a million times. They're real dry. All right. So let's talk about your person. Let's think about their current life challenges. How can you get so specific on their current life challenges that if that person came to you, you would know exactly the solutions that you want to resolve for them? Y'all, I 100% believe that this starts with you deciding to look at your own personal life challenges. I do. This is just from my perspective. Have you taken a look at your real personal life challenges that you'd like to overcome? All right, we finna do it. On your piece of paper, I want you to write down 3 things that you want to overcome in 2021. Because I feel this, like, because y'all ain't all talking to me. You can always tap my name and talk to me privately. But I feel somebody saying, like, Rachel, you want me to find this person. You want me to target this person. But I'm so jacked up, I don't need to be targeting nothing. I need to get my own life together. So what are 3 things, 3 current life challenges that you want to overcome in 2021? Now, my question to you is it, and you can answer this in the comments, is your person overcoming the same things, or is it different? It might be different. Is it same or different? Same, different. It's, I can say it's like 60 people on here. Some of the same, different. Now, those of you guys who say different, Is it things that you've already overcome? If it's different, is it things that you've already overcome? Mm. So here's the thing, whether it's the same things or it's different, but stuff that you've already overcome or you're overcoming, because if it's not, if you haven't overcome them, then it's the same. You just may not be being honest about the fact that you have the same challenges. So if it's the same, you have to be okay with becoming out loud. Mm, mm. You have to be okay with becoming out loud, which comes with a large transparency, vulnerability place. You have to be okay with not being perfect. Now, just because, how do I say this? How do I say it? Just because I may not be the mom that I desire to be doesn't mean I'm not a good mom. And I think a lot of times what we do is we look around to other people to see how they're being a mom, to see if we're being a good mom. You no longer have permission to do that. You don't get to weigh yourself up against other people to determine whether you're good or not. Well, I can't share. We talked about this last week. I can't share no workout. I ain't out here guruing out. Like, you can't do that. You don't have permission to do that here. You have to put yourself in a position to understand that you have something to give. So go ahead. I want you to write down your person's 3 life challenges. What are 3 things that they're overcoming? And if you've already done it, that's fine. And some of y'all might need to change it, because some of y'all might be like, well, finances, like my person is really struggling in finances, and how I'm gonna teach about finances when I'm still struggling with finances. That's fine. That's where your content comes from. Because as you become and as you learn, and we're going to talk about building content in a later week, but as you become, you're going to share what you're learning. Do y'all know that when I started this business, I had a savings account with no money in it, with a master's degree? Because I did not value the idea of putting putting $5 in my savings account. I felt like I had to make a large deposit or something like that. What my mindset when it came to not pulling from my savings. Those are things that you can teach people as you're learning them. Do you know how inspirational it is that somebody is consistently adding to their savings account when there's people out here that don't even have one? People don't even have savings accounts. We ain't even gonna do no poll on here, but people don't have savings accounts. You talking about creating a savings account for your kid? That's like a whole nother level. Because I am a savings account for myself. Talking about savings account for your kid. That's crazy. So that's simple things that you can add value to other people's lives. And so you cannot underestimate what you have to give to this world. All right, so current challenges. Let's talk about, okay, that's life challenges. Let's talk about like current challenges when it comes to fear. Like, what challenges do your people have about fear? Do they fear to getting started? Like, is your person like apprehensive about starting new things, right? I already said no savings, no money. I don't know, the friends that they might not have good community, right? They may love Jesus, but don't go to church. They may have church hurt. I don't know. Let's get clear and specific here. No opportunities because no degree. That's good. Or overeducated. Fear of rejection. That's a good one too. Yes. Somebody may be rejected their whole life, and so they don't even try no more because they don't want to feel that. Yes. Fear of trying something new and not succeeding. Yes. Write them down. Y'all jot them all down. Y'all have no idea how this is going to build your clarity in terms, you will never not have anything to give. You will always have something to give because of this. Always. And it will speak specifically to your person. So you don't feel like you all over the place. You ever follow somebody and you just don't know what you're gonna get? It just be like, sometimes it's over here, sometimes it's over there. And then it's almost like they just flow with the wind, right? It's like no anchor whatsoever. Or somebody who just goes with the times, just whatever it is that's going on, that's what they post about. Like there's no concrete, nothing when it comes to what they post. You don't want to be like that. You want to be very clear, very clear. Especially, let me tell y'all why, another reason why. You want to be very clear because in 2 weeks, conference, when they drop the stuff that they drop, you'll mess around and look like them people because you just want to win. This is where you have people who be like, join my team today. Like it's just based on whatever it is that's going on because they're so excited and they're not very clear on what it is that they desire. And then they look up and they got all these different people on their team and they be like, Alexa, Alexa, stop. Did I say Alexa? Alexa, stop. Lord, I didn't think I said Alexa. Jesus, help me. But you'll look up and you'll see all these different people and you'll be like, these are not even my people. Like this is not who I desired to work with because I was just shooting at the hip, trying to do whatever it is that I need to do. Yes, insecurity and indecisiveness. I like that. That's clear. That's good. Fear what others think. Yes, fear I might not be successful. Like this is so good. All right, so let's move on to that. Let's go to hobbies. And we kind of went over this last week, but I just want to get even clearer. What are your person's hobbies? Do they like to cook? Do they wish they could cook? Like, do they wish they could cook? Do they like to save money? Do they coupon? I don't know. I'm not about that coupon life, so I'm not looking for nobody who's about that coupon life. But you might. Do they like makeup? Do they like health? Do they like, oh, the sports mom? I like that. Yeah, sports mom. Do they like travel? Yep. What do they like? Do they like to, they're a budgetista, right? Do they like to look good on a budget? Is that something that, and 9 times out of 10, y'all, this is you. It's you. That's how it's you. It's normally you, or it's you at a different stage in your life. So health, they man. Yes. Okay. Yes. What are their hobbies? Do they really like to take care of their kids? Like, are they all about their kids? Do they like to thrift? I know we got a few thrifters on our squad, which I wish they would share more about it. Cause like if that's what you do, share with us. Okay. How you be thrifting these $1,000 outfits. Like that's interesting. I think a lot of times we underestimate what we feel is interesting. Some of y'all are more interesting than y'all think y'all are. Like I remember, I don't know if she's on here, but Travia, first time she went live washing her hair, and I just sat there and watched it the whole time because I'm trying to figure out how I can get my curls to pop like that. Like, show me what you do. Like, show me what products are you using, right? So a lot of times we underestimate even the things within our daily life. Like I remember just even this morning, somebody reminded me about sharing about my containers. I buy containers. I am a mom of 3 boys, okay, and a husband. Like feeding 3 boys and a husband. Jesus, I know some of y'all got more kids. I get it, but I like to share how I'm able to do this. Like how I'm able. Some of y'all, like I remember asking somebody, like, you got 5 kids. Like, how do y'all feed them? Like, what y'all be over there doing? Like, look, that's interesting, and it helps you get, girl. No, Lord. We just take me step by step, day by day. We try to go every day, right? So I think you don't realize how much value you have to add. So just think about your person though. What are their hobbies? Do they like to skate? I like to box. I love to box. I love the fact that I am a mom who boxes. And so I'll show myself pre-COVID in the gym in my personal session with my kids with me, with my kids. while I'm having a one-to-one boxing session with my trainer? Do they like to box? Do they like to work out? You know, we talked about that when it comes to working out at home. Do they work out at home? Do they go to the gym? Do they like to walk? Do they run marathons? I don't know. Get really specific. I love it. Yes. Come on, travel baseball. Yes. All right. Next thing. Let's get into the financial status. Go back into the clarity of the financial status. What those finances look like. And I don't want you, let's say this. Let's take your current limitations of your own financial status off the table. I did not ask you how much money you make. I did not ask you what's your financial struggles right now. The person that you are recruiting, it's either 9 times out of 10, it's because you either want to help them be in a place where that they can be free. Because I'll tell you this, when it comes to the money squad, we work on the whole person. We do not work on like part of the person. And a lot of businesses, and I would say even when I first started, it was just, you know, it was temporary. It was like, just, I just need some money. Like, I just need some money. Ooh, am I supposed to put that? Okay. Yep, right through there. Good. That was good. I got something to tell y'all. But it wasn't about just, it was just, let me get the money. And then I realized it's about more than the money. It really is. And to this point in life, it's not even about the money at all anymore. To me, it's literally about the freedom. But I had to work to the point where it was about the freedom. I remember when my husband came home full time and we did a live together, and he talked about the fact that he was able to take his grandma to the hospital or take her to a doctor's appointment in the middle of the day. And before, that wasn't even a thought because he knew he had to work. He knew he had to work. And so Granny's sitting here calling around trying to figure out who she can get a ride from. And he's always the ride. He's always available for them in their later days, their later years, right? But I got to tell y'all something. It was. I want to interrupt to tell you guys something today. One thing that we have realized, my husband and I, is that a lot of people. All right, help me, Holy Ghost. The reason why I'm still here 7.5 years later to talk to you guys today is because I don't despise small beginnings. I was able to look beyond the small checks. As an entrepreneur, you are going to have to build. And what I love about, okay, not even just entrepreneur, let's talk about this business specifically. You build every single month, okay? You build every single month. And what happens is, if you're not seeing with a lot of people is, if you're not seeing what you want to see, you stop building. And when you stop building, you never get to that place where it starts to flow. Most people never make it to the place where it starts to flow. I'm going to just be completely honest. I can sit here, pull up my report of people who were killing it this time last year, and they're not even here. So they're not even reaping the harvest. I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. You can't ever reap the harvest God promised you because you quit. And a lot of times people stay around, but they still quit. They stop working. They still show up, but they're not working. Right? They're not putting any customers in the system. They're not putting any distributors in the system. They're not even, there's no belief behind their posts. They're just posting just to say I posted, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all this, my first check, and I'm gonna pull it up just so I can't show you guys because we're on recording. Actually, I might pause the recording so I can show you guys. But my first check was $24.30. Okay. That was back when I was a 400 box. I was a 400 box the month that I came in. What does that mean? I had 400 PBV in sales. I had 400 PBV in sales. I had $400, BV in sales, right? My first month I came in, and I came in on the 18th. I came in the middle of the month. And I still hit the 400 club, not knowing what in the world I was doing, no sales experience or anything like that. Okay. None at all. So that my first check was $24.30. That was my first check. Y'all. And here's the thing. Maybe you would have quit. Maybe you would have quit if you had my trajectory of my checks, because you always think I've always been balling. I have not. My checks have not always been four figures, 5 figures. It has not always been like that. Now the cash, It has always been raining, okay? Like in the beginning, I made sure I made me some cash. Like that was a non-negotiable for me. And then the fast start bonuses, and which are key. Like fast start bonuses are key, and don't be janky and sign people on other people's site. Fast start bonuses should be it should literally be a reward for teaching someone how to work their business. It should be. So that means you have to go the extra mile and be like, hey, like, come on, like, let's get your first 6 customers and earn your shopping spree. Yes, you should be doing that anyway, instead of just play. It's a reward. A fast start bonus is a reward. It's a reward. Now, if you want to do that, that's on you, but you don't, I'm not saying that I agree with that. So my first check was $24.30. My second check was the month I went Ruby, and it was 250. You know what? Insert income disclosure statement right through here, and I'm gonna find it and put it up so that I'll put it up at the end of this. My second check was $259.30. So my second month is when I went Ruby. I went Ruby my second month. Is that right? No, that's not right. I was still a distributor. My second month, I was still a distributor. My check was $259. Rachel, how in the world was your check $259? I had retail orders. So I had some retail orders that came in. You get paid more on retail orders. But here's the thing about retail orders, they're not reoccurring. So I don't get paid on it next month. So it gives you more money in the moment, but it does not keep coming month after month after month and give you that residual money. So it just gives you that gratification in the moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, I get it in the beginning when you like, I need to make some money, but long term, you want the loyal customers. You want the loyal customers. You want the residual money that's coming in month after month. So the next month, August, I went Ruby. So I went Ruby my second full month in the business, and my check was $335.05, right? So with promoting to Ruby, y'all, my volume, first of all, was 2,700, but my personal bonus volume was 600. That's my personal customers. So you always get paid higher on the higher volume. So I got 15%. Now you get 15% in different places because they updated our compensation plan. Praise the Lord. But it was $2,700. So my team and we did $2,700 in sales, right? So $335. That was my third month in business. My fourth month in business, my check went down to $233, and I was paid as an executive. Honestly, I feel like I was at a point where I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out what this business was all about. This was when my upline quit, and I decided I was going to keep going. She kind of stepped away, and I was like, I'm not here for you. Like, I signed up for my son, reminded about my why, and going forth. That was my fourth month in business. In October of that same year, so that was June, July, August, September, October. My fifth month in business. Y'all want to know how much my check was? Fifth month. $45. My check was $45. So I'm sitting here like, now I ain't gonna lie, my cash was probably still raining in. I'm pretty sure I made about $200, $300 in cash, and I was still getting my fast starts. My check was $45. Y'all, I believe this was the month that Breon turned his auto ship off on me. For those of y'all who don't know, my husband, he was my boyfriend back then. He quit on me. He quit on himself, because you could never quit on me. And that was good. Ooh, I'm crazy. But he turned his auto ship off. He was like, I'm not making my money back. Like, turn my auto ship, because he was paying for his own auto ship. He was like, turn it off. And I was like, all right, cool, like whatever. But will you go to this conference with me? So bring your boo to conference, like had him sit down with you. I was like, will you go to this conference with me? He paid for his own conference ticket. He thought it was just a vacation to get away. But my check was only $45. So, oh, wait a second. My check was actually more than $45. I had a clawback. Y'all. So my check was actually $300. It was $158. My check was $158, but I had a clawback. Anybody ever had a clawback? Y'all know what that is? A clawback is when somebody returns something and they take it off your next check. So that could have discouraged the mess out of me. But my check was like 158. It still dropped. Month 5, it still dropped. But it was a clawback. So I could have been like, this ain't for me. And the clawback was like $100. I could have been, this is not for me. But I was like, just keep listening, just keep coming, just keep believing, right? So my month 6, my check jumped back up to 173. 173. And I'm be completely honest with you guys. I was a distributor. I was paid as a distributor. I was a Ruby, but I was paid as a distributor. And I was not recruiting. I was not recruiting. So I was telling people, I was slanging them raps and I was signing people up as customers, but I was not recruiting. The first time you have somebody quit on you in this business, it'd be like, I'm fine. I get the money by myself. Y'all want to be broke? Y'all can stay broke. I'm not going to keep asking all these people to make money with me and then they quit next month. Can I just be honest? Like, that's where I was. I was like, y'all not about this money life. I'm pretty sure you might have found a status on my page. If you go back, don't go back. But if you go back to 2013, you might be like, everybody want to be about that money until it's time to be about that money. Like, ain't no telling what you go find. Don't go look. Because I ain't deleted nothing. But for real, I was there. I was in my feelings. So I was just enrolling customers and just going forth. I would hint about the business when people would see me making my money. But I was not like, she all in. Y'all, we at month, what's that? June, July, August, September. So July, August, September, October, November. We at month 6. Month 6. 6 months of being in business. December of 2013. My check dropped $10. It was 166. So only cover my auto ship and give me a few extra coins, right? Just a few extra coins. We're in December. I'm in 6 months in business. 6 months. I'm paid as a distributor. 6 months. All right, let's go to month 7. It's a brand new year. Happy New Year. It's 2014. My check is 152. I done spent $700 on this conference because I went to conference. We bought our plane ticket. That's back when plane tickets was an arm and a leg, and my husband would not drive. So we got our plane tickets. So now I'm in debt because I had my grandma buy my plane ticket. And I'm like, man, something got to give, right? I'm in my 7 month in business. I'm not even here. This is why we say, give us a year and it will change your life. Okay. Give us a year and it'll change your life. Month 7. I'm like, all right, cool. 152, still paid as a distributor. Y'all, I got the juice at conference and it changed my whole perspective on this business about giving, the heart of the company, what I have my hands on. That next month, February, month 8, I reloaded my executive. Breon turned that auto ship back on, okay? Because he was one of my 400 boxes. $246. So my check was $247. Jumped, it almost doubled the next month after going to conference. We in month 8, okay? February, month 9. And I'm going to say this is a conference that I kind of believed in myself because we're going to go through the next one. 2015, I was like to the window, to the wall, okay? So this is month 9. Month 9 is March. Y'all, month 9 is March of 2014. This is when I was running for Diamond. Like I was running. I wanted the bonus. I wanted the $10,000 bonus. And I reloaded Ruby. I mean, praise God for the reload of the Ruby. It was my highest check I had seen and it works. It was $570. Running for Diamond. My volume was almost 6,000. So, I'm like, ooh, almost there by Emerald. Like, what's up? This is when, and I talked about this on the Monday, maybe Monday meetup or the Mind Right. This is when I enrolled Annie. This is when I enrolled Andrea, and I also enrolled somebody else who ended up being a very pivotal, like they ended up being a catalyst, that immediate change to my business. That next month, because I decided to keep running, y'all, that this is month 9. Well, this is technically month 10 in business. My month 10 in business is when I went Diamond and I got a $10,000 bonus. My check went from $500 to $1,762 in 1 month. Now imagine, just 3 months prior, my check was $100. It was $100. And just like that, because I was willing to go through all those different stages and continue to show up with enthusiasm. Now, I might have said some things under my breath. God has delivered me. This is why y'all go get y'all journals and journal it out to Jesus so he can fix your heart, not to people. But it put me in a position to where I was like 0 to 100 real quick. Y'all, the next month in May of 2014, my check jumped to almost $2,000 because I kept focusing forward, and I started recruiting. And I started recruiting with the mindset of, this is for you if you want it to be. This is for you if you want it to be. You cannot sign people and then sit and watch them. Let me say it again. You cannot sign people and then sit and watch them. That is not your job. Your job is to ask them to come with you. Where are you going? Where are you going? And if you don't know where you're going, that's part of the problem. You sitting there looking at them like, you gonna take me to where we going or what? Like, what you about to do? No, what you about to do? And you keep focusing forward because you will keep recruiting because you have a gift to give. So let's go back. You have a gift to give. So regardless of the person's financial status, you have a gift to give. So here, let me see if I'm done with it. Because I could actually take y'all to 2014. Y'all want to hear about 15? I'll take y'all to because this is real business, y'all. But I will take this any day. Like I was telling Brianna, you could not pay me to go work at somebody's part-time job unless God told me to do it. I will never trade my time for money. And that is the switch between being an entrepreneur and being an employee. And that's now because I have the ability to make that decision. Now, I worked a full-time job. Like, don't get me wrong. I worked a full-time job. I did. But once I got things going and I realized how valuable my time was, and I realized how if I value people, that it will pay me very well. If I value people, it will pay me very well. And then I also realized, and I was talking to my friend about this, it's not even about the money anymore. Like I had a friend that went full-time in the business this year, and we were having a discussion, and she was like, my freedom is priceless. And as an entrepreneur, it's a different world. It's a different world in terms of everything, planning, in terms of how you pay your bills, like in terms of your mindset. Like it is such a different world. It's a different world. But once you click over and you get in the midst of entrepreneurs, you'll feel like you can do it. You'll feel like you can do it. So I'm gonna take y'all we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going from here. Okay, so this was May, not even a year into the business. So this is month 11. My full year in the business, my paycheck was $2,500. Let's not forget that my husband was also getting a check. He was still my boyfriend, but it was my check, okay? Because he loved me, so he let me have the check. But so I was team 2 checks, hashtag team 2 checks, okay? So my check was $2,500 my first full year of business. So I went from bringing in an extra nothing every month to a year later because I never stopped. To $2,500 a month. I never stopped, y'all. I kid you not. I never stopped. I kept partying. I kept showing up. I listened to the Show Me the Money every Sunday. When people weren't sitting with me, I would sit with myself. I went to all the events. I wanted my life to change. And then I applied the things. Trial and error. I was uncomfortable. If you think that Rachel 7.5 years earlier would be sitting here doing this, like I could talk and I was willing, but it was uncomfortable to me. It was very uncomfortable. Even now, like you want to stay in a place of uncomfortableness, right? You want to always be uncomfortable so that you're dependent on God, okay? Listen, but he will empower you. So that next month, so month 11, here's the thing. I'm at a new year. Month 11, my check went down to 8. And it's crazy how you learn different things in different seasons. I'm going to tell you about this journey right here, okay? Month 11, I'm in the process of planning a wedding. In July, my check went down to $1,800. In August, my check went down to $1,400. I got married in September of 2014. My check was $760. I lost my diamond bonus. Talk about drove, okay? Super drove. I'm like, the month that I say yes to my boo, like drove. But I had the biggest epiphany ever. I was literally looking to my team to like do the work while I was planning my wedding. And not that I wasn't working, I was working, but I just expected more out of them, and I was not recruiting like I should be recruiting. So if I'm not recruiting, then guess who else is recruiting? Them. And I'm looking at them and they looking at me, and I'm like, so somebody will help me reload this? Like, come on, what's up? Where y'all at? And what's so crazy, y'all, my volume was, where we at? It was, this is a part of not having an upline, because if I had an upline, I would have bought that and I would have closed it out myself. See, but y'all got uplines. But my volume was at 9,400. I would have closed that myself. But didn't know no better because I didn't have no insight. Y'all have insight. But I had stopped recruiting. I stopped working the way that I was working before. I'd allowed myself to be distracted. And from that moment, y'all, October, I don't know if it was on that day or October 1st, I'm pretty sure it was on that day, I decided that I was no longer going to allow my team to be the reason why I was successful. I was no longer going to allow them to be the reason why I was successful. And this is taking hopefully it's still, we're going to bring it full circle. God don't do it. but hopefully this is helping somebody today. They were no longer the reason. I was there to serve them, not them there to serve me. I was there to serve them, not them there to serve me. So that next month, Mark brought back Get Back the Good. And he gave us 2 months to do it. And so I went through it in October. My check was $674. But he gave us 2 months to get back our good. And in November, I got the good back. My check was $1,502. And that's actually really good, because because you made your mind up in a month does not mean it's going to take a month to see the results that you want to see. Now, imagine if I would have been discouraged, I would have never got the rest of my $10,000 bonus back. But because I did not allow that 1 month of being off to take me out, it put me in a position to where I got my bonus back. And when I tell you, when I got it back, I didn't lose it. December, my check went up to $1,700, almost $1,800, because I was focusing and moving forward. And y'all, that's just my commission. That is not fast starts. That is not product cash. That is only my commission. And there were months that I walked away with $1,000, $1,500, $3,000 in commission. In fast starts. So, yeah. So then we went to conference in 2015. Happy New Year. Because this is what's about to happen to some of y'all, and I'm speaking prophetically. This is what's about to happen to some of y'all. So I went to conference in January of 2015, and I was a diamond, right? Paid as a diamond, really wanting to go further, had a small squad behind me. I'm like, we about to do this. Like, we're about to change our life. There's no reason why we can't change our life. All these people out here changing their life, we can change our life too. We can make the thousands. We can be free. We can do this, right? So went to conference, got the juice. Yeah, it's kind of like right now, okay? So the conference was January 15th or something like that. It was in the middle of the month. January 15th through like 17th, right? Everybody broke. We out here in Orlando. We just, we in this rundown motel. Was it a motel or was it a hotel? I don't know. But it was probably a motel. It's okay. But we was out there and we was booked up, and it was like 4 or 5 people to rooms. People room with people. This is where the Money Squad really like came to life, y'all. And this is why we do conference. Actually, the year before is why we do conference the way that we do it. And I'm excited for some of y'all to experience how we do conference. And I will always share the story behind why we did, but that's not neither here nor there right now. But anyways, we were so inspired, came back from conference, y'all. There were literally 2 weeks left in the month. And I went from diamond. I needed boxes filled. I think I needed like 5 or 6 people to be boxed in. And back then, when you talk about charts, y'all ain't seen a chart, okay? It was like 43 people on a double diamond chart. Like, it was no games. Came back, and in 2 weeks, I needed probably about 10,000 in volume. And I needed about 5 or 6 people still on my chart. And y'all, I went double diamond, and I got whatever they had on the table. I ain't gonna talk numbers because I've already been doing a lot on here anyways. But I got a double, yep, I said I wasn't gonna do it, stop. I got a good bonus from them, right? From promoting to double diamond. Y'all, my check in December, y'all remember what it was? My check in December was $1,900, somewhere around there. My check in January was $4,500. Now let's talk about where I am. I am June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So that is 19 months of being in business. So I'm approaching my 2nd year in business. But y'all, I enthusiastically went from one failure to the next. When I lost my diamond bonus, that could have taken me out. When I looked around and didn't see my team working, that could have taken me out. But I decided to turn the camera on me. I turned it. Now, that don't mean that I ain't say nothing, because I was not that saved back then. So I ain't saying that I didn't say nothing. I'm not saying that we ain't even gonna act like I was. I know I said something. This probably some old heads on here now. They probably be like, she said something. I sure did. I'm not saying I didn't say nothing. I probably did the most. I might even cussed at them. It ain't no telling. That's probably what happened, man. Woo! The Lord bless thee and keep thee. Lord, I probably snapped, like I probably did, but God kept me in the midst of it all. And because I was willing to keep showing up, because I was willing to keep showing face, even though I wasn't where I wanted to be, I believe that He rewarded that. He rewarded my diligence, my willingness to continue to show up, to keep talking to people with enthusiasm, to keep telling people like I was going to be a millionaire. I was proclaiming that I was going to be a millionaire, and they like, a millionaire where, girl? You not even like, but your check is how much? You gonna be a millionaire? She sure will. And I kept proclaiming it and professing it over my life and showing up as if I was a millionaire, showing up as if I was a top income earner. And as a result, it happened. That year, it happened. And I became a top 150 income earner. Y'all, my January check was $4,500. And I'm going to pause it right now. Sorry, guys. By that 2nd year, like I was going in, and I was like, come on, you telling me if it only take 2 years, 2 years of giving this business my all and living how other people will refuse to live because they're embarrassed in order to get to a place where I'm making 5 figures a month? Is it worth it? Absolutely. And so when people, and I'm telling you, I had to leech on. I was listening to this Show Me the Money call, and I'm just like, she did what? She did what? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I don't even know how, but if this system works for them, it's called Steps to Success. I'm just going to start there. I'm just going to run my auto shipment. Even if it's my last $100 in my account, I'm going to sell the products if I need to. I'm going to get my 6 customers, and I'm going to get my 3 distributors. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to teach the 3 people how to do it. And if they don't want to do it, and this is the thing I learned, y'all, if the 3 distributors that you're enrolling do not want to push forward in the business, then guess what? You may have to enroll 6 because of your network. So if you're enrolling 3 and all 3 quit, you probably need to enroll 6 customers, 6 distributors, 6. This is why you have people out here signing 10, 20 distributors, because they understand their number. I know my number. My number's 10. I really need to enroll at least 10 a month in one of them. So I really need to be enrolling 30. Jesus be a 30 distributors. Because for every 10 distributors that I enroll, I have a runner. Now, that don't mean I feel some type of way or I treat them differently. And some people eventually take off. But I know my number to be successful. All right. So let's bring it back because we're in our last 7 minutes. So I said all that to say, don't quit so fast. Okay. I do not despise your small beginnings. And so where y'all be like, she been on for a long time. No, she hasn't. So I don't want to hear it. My first check was $24.30. And y'all know what I did with that check? I opened it up, I clicked on it, and I was like, dang, they paid me a bonus for that. Dang, they paid me a bonus for that. Like, my job don't pay me bonuses for nothing. That was me, because I was working in social services and I worked hard. They didn't pay me. They didn't want to give me full gas. Okay, only gave me what, 50 cents to the gallon? I don't know. And then I had to wait on it for the next check. Like, I saw my value in this business because I'm a hard worker. And so I said, well, shoot, if I work hard for 6 months, they're going to be paying me more than my salary payment. And then it did it. But I could not stop when I was discouraged. I got it out. Breon lucky that he still got chose. I'm just like, all right. So I want y'all to be clear on who you want to recruit. But yeah, clearly somebody was on here was thinking about giving up because I just let the Holy Spirit flow. So did y'all know enough about y'all audience now? Y'all should be very clear on your audience. You can also put down some things that motivate them. I don't know. You can think about that, but this today was for somebody, and I'm okay with somebody interrupting my flow of events to get what it is that they need in this season, y'all. And I'm gonna talk to you like Rachel real quick, and then I'm gonna get off here. Just God help me. I'm trying to hashtag filter. Okay. If you knew what was coming, okay, that's not like Rachel. All right, here's the thing, okay? I don't care if you're not satisfied with your checks. Like, I don't care. What I care about is the fact that you can see where it is that you want to go. That's what I care about. And if you can see where it is that you want to go, stop acting like you can't get there. Okay? Stop acting like it's not there. It's there. Like, it's literally there, but you keep blocking yourself from getting there. You think that there are these obstacles that are in front of you that are actually blocking you from getting to where it is that you want to go. It's not an obstacle. It's you. You are the only obstacle blocking you from getting to where you need to go. And it's like, I get it, Rachel. So how do I overcome me? That's what this stuff is all about. So you walk away and you apply it. You walk away, and if people are not surrounding you who are conducive to where it is that you say you want to go, they have to go. Yeah, I let go of friends. I let go of family members. I no longer allowed family members to validate where I was going. I had family members tell us that we were stupid to quit jobs. Like, people who are very important to us. Like, when we decided we were going to step out on faith, like, people were freaking out. They were like, yo, like, Breon quit his job. That's stupid. It's like, bro, you don't know how much money I make or how much money I can make or will be making. And then when they saw us break ground on the house, they're like, how you do that? By being stupid. So some of y'all might need to start being stupid. If that's what people think, then show them what stupid looks like. Because they was like, wait a second. And when they pulled up into the parking lot in our house and they saw like the upgrades, they was like, how do y'all afford this? By being stupid. By showing up when my team quits. By showing up when people walk away. By showing up enthusiastically when I don't like my check. By showing up and helping people who don't even make me a dime. Like, pouring into people who don't even run an auto shipment. Like, that's how. Doing all the stupid things. So maybe you should start doing some stupid stuff. And I'm sorry if you don't like the word stupid. I'm sorry. But maybe it's time. Because it's only the crazy ones who win. And so why is she here? Because I was crazy. When I saw that 100 something, 197, I was like, that's fine. But I'm gonna be making 6 stacks. I'm gonna be making 6 figures, putting up profile pictures saying I'm gonna be a person who makes 6 figures a year from home. Boo, you ain't never seen 6 figures a year at a job. Like, your job only pays you $35,000. How you gonna make 6 figures a year from a network marketing business? Like, how? That's what my mind wanted to say, but I posted it anyway. And if you want to comment negatively or whatever, you can go on somewhere, because I'm going to be the crazy one that believes it until it happens. And so that's Black Diamond for me. That's Black Diamond for me. For you, it may be making $2,000 a month. For you, it may be making $50,000 a year from your business. It may be being full time and owning your time. It may be buying your mom a car. It may be, I don't know what it is for you, but for me, it's Black Diamond. It's making 6 figures a month. It's making 6 figures a month. And so people think I'm crazy, but one day I'm gonna hop on here and I'm gonna tell you guys the same story about how it jumped from $50,000 to $70,000 to $100,000 to $130,000 a month. And you'll be telling somebody else the same thing, because you keep enthusiastically, not in your feelings, enthusiastically moving from one loss, one failure to the next. Y'all, like, when I lost my diamond bonus, that was 2 months where I had to figure things out. I was full time at that point. My check was $700. I'm married. My husband looking at me like, boo, you finna get a job? Like, no, she's not. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm finna pick up some heads. I was doing extra head. I don't even take new heads, but I was picking up heads. I am working my business at the same time, like, enthusiastically. Like, drove. I don't want to be on my feet taking up these heads, but I'm gonna do whatever I have to do, because I'm not going back to my. It made me work real hard. It made me work real hard. I was working really hard, because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not about to do hair to try to make ends meet. I'm not doing it. I need my check to be back to where it needs to be. And when I got focused on where I was going, and focused on how I get to help people change their life, and focused on helping people get their shopping sprees, and shifting the focus from me to shifting the focus to them and helping them win, making sure they do their parties, making sure and I'm saying, and making sure the ones who showed up who wanted to work, okay? Because if you did not want to work, I don't beg you. I do reach out. You're on my mind. You're on my heart. All the resources are here. You have access to all the resources. I don't care. I don't feel no type of way because you was ignoring me, like, at all. We're here whenever you're here to work. But at the end of the day, you have to focus forward and find the people who want to win. And when you find the people who want to win, you win. So I don't know who that was for, but I decided to unleash the Rachel just for you. Yay, I'm gonna pray and we're gonna get off here because we're over time. Come back to me next week. We're gonna talk about some more things about becoming. I'm gonna need y'all to just become, like, just walk it out. Like, what? Don't make me, y'all want it? Yeah. I ain't even gonna do y'all like that. I muted Alexis, so we're not even gonna do that today. We're not gonna do it. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you. We thank you for the space and time. We thank you for the hearts that are uplifted. Thank you for reckoning. Thank you for letting your spirit just take over, because I know that it was for somebody else, because that wasn't even on my notes. And so we appreciate your presence. We appreciate you uplifting hearts and minds today. We appreciate where you're taking us. We appreciate the longevity that you're giving us, the ability to go the distance, to go the journey when it comes to this business, to see the reward that's on the other side, God. There are right people who are right there by the goal. This one more hit and they'll be right there where the diamonds and the gold is. And so, God, give them the strength to keep pushing forward and not turn around right before they reap their harvest. And so, God, we thank you for the harvest that's coming. We thank you for every season of our business that teaches us the different things that we need to learn about ourselves so we can become the person that you have designed for us to be. So, God, we just praise you for who you are, for what you're doing, and for all that's to come. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.